Shalom. First and foremost, I want to start by giving all praise, all honor, all glory to Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham Rakakwadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone for teaching me this truth according to the Bible through the spirit and power of Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai. And a sincere peace and salutation to all you hope for the Akim out there, pushing this word in all truth and sincerity, doing the work as Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai has created us to do, so he can wake up and seal the elect of the nation of Israel, which consists of you so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans, and you Israelites who are scattered amongst the heathen nations that may look like the heathen nations, but your father's seed line of your lineage goes back to you being a so-called black, Hispanic, or Native American, one of the 12 tribes of the children of Israel. Hey, Shalom. It's your brother Halaki from the GMS Denver camp coming back once again through the spirit and power of Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shah with another lesson. And this is going to be a quick lesson, man, and just the spirit of not storing your treasures on earth. Meaning what? You're longing to be wealthy on this side and thinking that's the end all be all. And that's a lot of what our people try to speak against us, man, because we're not in the spirit of hoarding up riches on this side. You see, now, as the scriptures tell you, money is a defense. But for the true believers of Yahweh Shai, it's not our end all be all. You see, we good with it and we good without it. You see, that doesn't make us, that doesn't, you would like to have more, but we have exactly what the Most High needs us to have. But you have the majority of our people here in Babylon the Great who think that that's the end all be all. And when they talk about the Hebrew Israelites, you guys are bums, go get a check, nigga, go get the bag, this and that, and the other. That's where it starts and stops for them. You see? But we're here to tell you that when that time comes, the day of the Lord comes, when great judgment is poured out upon the planet Earth, your riches will not be able to save you, man. You see? And this is why you see the true believers, we're in the spirit of what? Storing up our treasures in heaven, as the Lord Yahweh Shai has commanded us to do. Because that's what's going to really matter when all hell breaks loose, as we know it is according to prophecy. When famines are gripping the earth, when plague and pestilence are gripping the earth, when there's war breaking out in these streets, when it's, when we're thrown into the midst of perilous times, as we know it's coming, the only thing that's going to matter in that day is what you stored up in heaven. Not what you stored up in your actual physical carnal bank account. Because we know and understand that these things that we have on this side, they are temporary, man. So let's get into it real quick. We're going to pull a few scriptures, and Lord willing is edifying to the elect. So this is Matthew chapter 6, verse 19. It says what? Lay not up for yourselves treasures upon earth, where moth and rust doth corrupt, and where thieves break through and steal. Because everything you have on this side, or in this moment, is corruptible. It's able to be taken from you in a moment. You see? That's why the Lord told us what? Not to set your heart fully on these things. Once again, it's okay to have. If you can get a bag, but don't make that the end all be all of your life. You see? Like them niggas talking about from Wu-Tang Cash rules everything around me. Don't be in that spirit of letting money rule and dictate you, man. Because once again, it can all be taken from you in the moment. And we have plenty of examples of our people who have made money their end all be all. And what's happened, man? It's corrupted them. They've had it taken away from them in an instant. You see what they did to Kanye West as soon as he started speaking out against those 48ers, man. Man went from being a billionaire down to 400 million. See, that's what's able to happen to you here up under Esau. So once again, Matthew 6 and 19, lay not up for yourselves treasures upon earth, where moth and rust doth corrupt, and where thieves break through and steal. But lay up for yourselves treasures in heaven, where neither moth nor rust doth corrupt, and where thieves do not break through and steal. Meaning what? Lay up for yourselves spiritual riches. And how do you do that as an Israelite? You see, you hear this word, you believe upon it, you're sealed with the Holy Spirit of truth, you see, and you do the works. If you've been given the lot of being a teacher, you've been given this wisdom, knowledge, and understanding, you take it and you go out there on the highways and byways and you proclaim it to the world, offering up the gift of a sacrifice to the Most High by confessing this word. You do your videos every day. You see, you read, you pray, you fast, all those things. Hey, you're brotherly, showing charity. This is how you store up your treasures in heaven, man. Hey, walking in the fear of the Lord, doing as the Most High through Yahweh Shai has commanded you to do. And what we store up in heaven, it can't be corrupted. It can't be stolen. It won't be taken away from us, man. Because as the scriptures tell you, the Most High is not unrighteous to forget your work and labor of love that you have showed toward his name. It tells us that what? That we have a reward for doing this work, man. And this is why the true believers, especially the men of Great Millstone and the brothers who come in the same spirit as Great Millstone, we're always laboring. We're always pushing forth and doing the work because we know that a reward is coming. Why? Because we're storing up our treasures in heaven, man. We're filling up our spiritual bank accounts, first and foremost. You see? Verse 21 says what? For where your treasure is, there will your heart be also. And this is why a lot of our people, the majority of our people, are going to be taken in a snare and a gin here when this system collapses, because their heart is set upon Babylon continuing. Because what? They want to keep that money. They want to keep that pocket fat. They want to continue to get the bag. So a lot of our people's minds are fully stuck here and rooted in America continuing on, when that's the complete opposite of what's going to happen. America is going to be destroyed, man. So like it says, where your heart is, it's like where your treasure is, there will your heart or your mind be also. And the majority of our people's minds and hearts is here in Babylon. While the remnant, the true believers, our heart is in the heavens. That's why we're doing these works, man. That's why we're pushing forth these videos. This is why we're walking in the fear of the Lord. Because we're looking for the kingdom to come, the everlasting kingdom. That's all that really matters, man. Now, let's get real quick. Right? 2 Corinthians 4, and we'll start at 17. It says, for our light affliction, which is but for a moment, worketh for us a far more exceeding and eternal weight of glory. Now, we might not have everything we want, but we have everything we need. That's a part of the affliction, man. Because every Israelite man has an urge to ball out and live as a king. You see, but it's not for us to do that fully here on this side. Now, you have brothers who are well off, but hey, it doesn't even compare to the glory that we're going to be brought into when Yahweh Shai returns, if we be a part of that number, to enter into that first dominion with him. You see, we have eternal glory, man. And it begins with us, what? Being changed, given those new righteous immortal bodies to never sin again. You see? That's the beginning of it. And then by being changed and brought into that glory, it allows us to be brought into innumerable wealth, man. Wealth that can't even be comprehended on this side. You see? So we're not in the spirit of selling out for a fucking temporary bag on this side, man. Some corruptible riches on this side. Some riches that you have to do all manner of wickedness to obtain. Because you have to be a complete demon on this side, you see, to even make it into the upper echelon of society, man. And the remnant, we're not in the spirit to do that. We're in the spirit to suffer for Yahweh Shai's sake and to be entered into his glory when that time comes. A glory that's going to be eternal, you see. 2 Corinthians 4:18 says what? While we look not at the things which are seen, but at the things which are not seen. For the things which are seen are temporal. You see, for the things which are seen are temporal. Everything that we see around us is temporary, man. It's only for a moment, because what? This kingdom is only for a moment. This kingdom is temporary. This is not an everlasting kingdom. You see? This kingdom is being taken down right before our eyes, man. Esau's empire is being dismantled right around us. You see, the current way society is being ran, it won't be like this when Esau goes down. His whole economic structure, his banking system, all that is going to be done away with. So why would you be in the spirit of continuing on up under this man's wicked ass system? Knowing and understanding that what? It's about to collapse. This is another reason the Lord told us what? Store not our treasures on earth, but store our treasures in heaven by what? Walking in the fear of the Lord. Because all this shit we see around us is only for a moment, and it's going down. You see? So 2 Corinthians 4:18 says what? While we look not at the things which are seen, but at the things which are not seen, for the things which are seen are temporal, but the things which are not seen are eternal, and everything Yahushua is coming with is eternal. You see, eternal righteousness, eternal glory, eternal riches, eternal blessings. That's what we're going to be brought into. And that's something that Esau can't give us, man. He can't offer us that. The only one who's offering us this is Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua. So this is the spirit that the remnant is in to what? Complete the mission. Doing this work, knowing that according to the Most High's word, we have everlasting glory coming, man. So this is why we store our treasures in heaven. And once again, that's the only treasure that matters, man. All these carnal riches, all these fucking whack-ass chains and these fucking mansions and these cars and the lavish clothes, all that shit is but for a moment, because when the system goes down, ain't none of that shit gonna matter. You see? None of that is gonna matter, man. Because the Most High is about to bring the entire earth into a complete a state of judgment, man. When the only thing that's going to matter is have you walked in the fear of the Lord. That's all that's going to matter in that time. So let's get this real quick. This is Zephaniah 1, and we'll start at 14. It says what? The great day of Yahweh is near. It is near and hasteth greatly. Even the voice of the day of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua, the mighty man shall cry there bitterly. That day is a day of wrath, a day of trouble and distress, a day of wasteness and desolation, a day of darkness and gloominess, a day of clouds and thick darkness. And this is the day that fastly approaches, where the Most High is going to judge the world for their wickedness. And once again, your carnal bank account is not going to matter in this fucking day. All that's going to matter is, have you been obedient to what the Most High has told us to do through his men? And the majority of our people have not done that. You have a lot of Israelites who know they're Israelites who have not done this. Because what? They stored up their treasures here on earth. Since they've done that, this is where their heart is. And this is why you have Israelite leaders talking about they need 500,000 to build a new fucking Nazareth. To build a homestead. Because their heart is here. Because what? They've set their mind upon corruptible riches, man. You see, where moth and rust doth corrupt. This temporary shit. When the day of the Lord is approaching. So and in the day of the Lord, it's going to be the complete desolation of this land known as America. The complete dismantling of Esau's system. That's what the day of the Lord consists of, man. Well, the society that you see around you right now, it's all going to be thrown down. This goes into what? Real quick. Let's keep going. It says what? Verse 16. A day of the trumpet and alarm against the fenced cities and against the high towers. And I will bring distress upon men. And when you go into distress when you go to that word distress, a similar word or a synonym for that word is despair. When you go into the word despair, it goes into a complete loss of hope. So all of you Israelites who thinking that your money got you, you see that you got the bed, that you're safe and secure, you're going to find out in that day that money is worthless, man. Those carnal riches are fucking worthless. You're gonna figure that out. You see? You're in for a harsh reality check when this economy collapses. And the thing is, if you want to keep those riches, hey, you're going to have to bow the knee and take this man's MOTB. And if you get that device put up in your body, it's certain death, man. You have sealed your fate to be a part of the lake of fire, which is the complete destruction of America by way of thermonuclear warheads, man. 200 million thermonuclear warheads. Let's get it right. It says what? So Zephaniah 1:17, and I will bring distress upon men, that they shall walk like blind men, because they have sinned against Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua, and their blood shall be poured out as dust, and their flesh as the dung. Neither their silver nor their gold shall be able to deliver them in the day of Yahweh's wrath. But the whole earth shall be devoured by the fire of his jealousy, for he shall make even a speedy riddance of all them that dwell in the land. Do you see that? Your silver and your gold is not going to save you in the day of judgment. That shit does not matter. It only matters right now because Esau's system is still up and running. But the day is going to come where this shit is going to collapse, and all you're going to be left with is have you walked in the fear and wisdom of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua. And we know that the majority of our people have not done that. We'll wrap it up on this right here. Isaiah 33:6 says what? And wisdom and knowledge shall be the stability of thy times and strength of salvation. That's what's going to keep us in stable in the times of great distress and turmoil and tribulation. The wisdom, knowledge, and understanding that we've gathered by walking in the fear of the Lord, man. You see? That's going to be the strength of the times we're coming into. That's what's going to keep us stable. You see, because we built our house upon that solid foundation, which is the Lord Yahushua. So when the winds come and the tribulation comes, hey, the only ones who are going to be able to endure it are those who have walked in the fear of the Lord. It goes on to say, the fear of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua is his treasure. Do you see that? The fear of the Lord is going to be the treasure of the remnant, man. You see? The real riches. The uncorruptible riches, man. Those riches that we stored in heaven and we're going to be able to tap into when all hell is breaking loose. That's all that's going to matter when it goes down. You see? So let the 2/3 of our people continue to think that money is going to save them. They're in for a rude awakening. Because we know what it's about to be. You see, so Lord willing, that was edifying to the elect. I just wanted to do that real quick. I'm going to end it by giving all praise, all honor, all glory to Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahushua, Bahasham Rekakwadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone for teaching me this truth according to the Bible through the spirit and power of Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahushua. And a sincere peace and salutation to all you hopeful elect Akim out there, pushing his word in all truth and sincerity, doing the work as Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahushua has created us to do. With that, I'm going to say Shalom, Wa, Abba, Baba.